my gosh, he looks so big in that. He's never been in anything before. See, thank you, Bridget. This harness is from Frenchie Bulldog, our friend Bridget. Let's see, maybe this will fit OSO. He sent us an extra large. Okay, maybe not. Sorry, buddy. He's like, what is on me? He's never even worn a collar in his life. Well, maybe June could fit. She's cute. Pretty girl. That's pretty. But if June can fit in it, why can't OSO? Okay, good boy, OSO. Huge boys. Wow. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my God. OSO loves it. Show off your cutie little harness. Cute. What the hell is he looking for? Sit. Yes. Oh, you're so cute. Yes, good puppy. All right, so OSO here has had a really bad week. He's really regressing in some of his old behaviors. OSO I've had for like 2 months. Probably right about 2 months now. What are you doing, cutie? And he was so bad. When I first got him, he was so spacey. It took him like an hour to learn sit. He was just so spacey and had some really severe issues for only being 6 months old. Hi. And so it took a lot of work to get him over everything. So his first reactions to other dogs, like greeting them, was like to put his mouth like over the back of their neck like this, and not like, I don't know why I did that, not to like grab on or anything like that. It was just like, hi, like that, which obviously doesn't feel good. Just his teeth, he wasn't biting down, but that was just like his natural instinct. The rescue told me he was like really well socialized and great with other dogs. So you can never believe what like rescues and shelters tell you about a dog, because you never know. We did a lot of work to get him to be okay with other dogs. There was even an instance where we just kind of let it go, let it go too far in the very beginning. She gets super obsessed with like chasing balls, and OSO would have like a herding instinct over her when she was like obsessing over a ball, where he would go and just like nip at her like when she was chasing a ball. And she snapped back at him a couple of times. I mean, she'll always tell a dog off, but like nicely. She full on stepped back, and I was like afraid. Well, I wasn't afraid that I couldn't split it up, but they like actually were kind of fighting at one instance at like the dog park. And I could split it up, but I've just never seen her escalate to that extent. So it was really crazy. I'm like, this dog needs work. When we first got him, it was like, I mean, what I thought was like horrible timing, but ended up being great timing. It was like probably like a week after Kuma died, right? Don't you think like a week? Like a week after Kuma died, or 2 weeks after he died. And so I was just like, he was not really attached to me. He was more attached to my boyfriend. And so he didn't listen to me naturally at all. He like didn't really like me. Hi, Nobu. Hi. Unlike you love your mommy, don't you? And so with all these issues, I was just like, you look like Kuma, but you're the opposite of him. And it was really difficult, but it wasn't his fault. I knew he had just been like bounced around. He was like sold. He was auctioned off as like an 8-week-old puppy to like the highest bidder, and they lived in an apartment, didn't work with him, and then was rehomed, then ended up at the Akita Ranch, and I just knew nothing was his fault. So I worked really hard. It was horrible timing. We were like having construction in our house, and we're practically homeless with dogs, and trying to find a new house to move into, and it was just crazy. So, but I did take the time and work with him, and he got so much better. So the 2 main issues were what I kind of was talking about, like his aggression towards other dogs. Not full-on aggression, but at one point he did actually like pierce her ear, and it was all stemmed from like me just kind of giving him too much freedom. So I really cracked the whip and set boundaries with him. The other hard part was that he had such severe anxiety in the crate. Like the second I would put him in there, he was like peeing and pooping in the crate, just as like an F you for putting me in here. And that's really extreme to see at like 6 months old. So it was so hard. I felt like I couldn't like have any boundaries with him. I was like grieving over Kuma, and I'm just like, I don't have time for this. But I think what helped me kind of get over, you know, like grieving over Kuma was taking the time to work with Oso on his issues. It was like the last thing that I wanted to do, but of course, deep down I wanted to help him. It was like the top thing that I wanted to do. But hi, what did you do, sweet little bumblebee? Oh, what are you doing? You're so sweet, giving kisses. Sharing a bully stick. When does he go and play with toys? Are you kidding? Get it! I get so distracted by how cute my dogs are all the time. What do you guys think is back here? Did Oso drop something? So what I did to work on Oso's dog stuff is I went back to having him on a leash when he was playing with other dogs, and I kept shifting his focus off of other dogs. I started with just one-on-one greetings, making sure he had enough self-control to look at me, and slowly build up time that he could be engaging with the other dog. It was a lot of work. We got to the point where we could go to the dog park, but I kept him on a leash for probably 2 weeks. Just kept shifting his focus off of other dogs, getting him to snap out of the state of needing to be like hurting other dogs. He's earned a lot more freedom now, but it's just been too much, so I have to go backwards. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is work on Oso's recall. How we're gonna do that is just inside. I'm gonna have treats, and I'm gonna make my videographer have treats too, and we're gonna call him, hi little kitty tail. He knows the go to your bed command. Yeah, so good boy. We haven't done this in a while, so this will be good for recall. So what we're gonna do is say, Oso, come, affirm come, not come here, come on. That sounds really lax, so it's gonna be Oso, come, and then we can repeat his name or any kind of sound to get him to come. So it's hard for him to snap out of it because if I'm sitting here with treats, he's gonna be focused on me when my videographer is calling him.
Oso, come.
So I wanna do this to speed up that head whipping response. So if he's not coming, when you're like, Oso, Oso,
Oso,
bend down.
Oso,
go up to him, lure him with the treat back to where you were calling him.
Oso.
And if that doesn't work, you have to pick him up or leash him and pull him back to where you were calling him. One-handed. Oso, come. Yes! It's really funny because usually he doesn't listen to me.
Oso, come. Yes.
Good.
Sit.
Till he's coming instantly, no matter what. You don't want to try to wean off of treats or make the environment more challenging.
Oso, come. Oso.
See, this is the best time to work on it with him.
Oso.
He's using a toy. Yes! Good boy, Oso. Juno, sit. Yes, wait. Bye-byes. Bye-byes. Grizzly, down. He also needs to work on going down, just verbally. What'd I say? Grizzly? Oh my God. Grizzly's like really, all my other dogs are pretty smart, except for this one. You need to relax. Juno, go over here. Come on, go on. Sit, stay. Yeah, we gotta work on that without the point. Yes. Okay, Grizzly, stay. Reset. Come on, Grizz. Put you in the corner over here. See, this is what he's doing at training sessions. Not necessarily getting up, but howling. Sit. This is gonna be even harder though because, yes, he's so attached to Juno. Grizzly, down. Good girl. There's literally nothing going on in his head. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Yes! The only thing he knows is play dead. The only reason why he did that is because he thought he was about to play dead. Stay, Grizzly. Juno? Reset. So now I have to decrease the amount. Should I leash June just so that I'm pulling her instead of calling her? That might make it easier for Grizzly. Don't ask me what this leash is. I have no clue. What is this? Sit, Grizzly. Yes. Down. See, he won't lay down, but he'll play dead. Yes, there's a down. Okay, Grizzly, stay. So I had to decrease the time and distance I went. Yes, Grizzly. I need a different leash. This one is too short. Oh, we'll use this. So now it's a new exercise, so I'm going to tell him it again. Grizzly, stay. June and I are going to go over here a little longer. Yes, June. Get back. Grizzly, come. Probably making my dogs look so bad tonight, but I told you we're working on their weaknesses. Down. Grizz. Yes, June. Yes! That's cheating. Don't do that. I cheated. Stay. So last time was too difficult, so June and I are not going to go as long this time. Just going to go around the corner quick. Go back to her. Yes, Mamas! Yes! Good boy, Grizz. Now I'm going to increase. Grizzly, stay. This is what he didn't get last time. So we'll see. Yes! Good boy, Bubba. Need some wine. OSO's outside. Stay. Such a good boy. Grizzly, stay. Is he up? Wow! Good boy, Bubba! Good boy! Good girl, June. Yes! Grizzly, stay. doing? To your corner, boys. Oh, sorry, I just stepped on your tail. Get down. Sit. I didn't say hug. Sit. Yes. Down. Grizzly. Come on, you're gonna do this. His brain is probably fried from this 5 minutes of training. Yes, boy, good boy. Stay. So now I gotta decrease again what June and I do. And I'm only doing it at this level because he's perfectly fine if it's just me leaving him at home. If Juno was away, he would sit here forever. It's like when those added things are added to it. It's like if I go off with another dog at a training session, he howls. I don't know why. I've never heard him do that. And then with June, he's just so attached to her. And if I try to take her somewhere, he's like freaking out. Grizz, stay. Yes, good boy, Grizzly. All right, so Nobu's weakness is food, 100%. He's got the sit down, but then he loses all self-control when I'm feeding him, when other dogs are getting food. He's resource guarding over food, not over me, but around other dogs. Like, look at him. This is exactly how he gets during mealtime. He's hopping everywhere. He's so focused on the food. So we need to teach you how to simmer down a little bit and to break focus on the food. Okay? So what we're gonna do is teach him a wait. Sit. That's the opposite. Ow, your nails hurt so bad. Yes. So because it's so hard, I'm gonna give him a little treat once he's sitting. Yes, I'm gonna tell him wait. Like wait a second. Okay, I didn't really tell him it, so I'm gonna do it. Sit. Yes. Yes. Wait. Ah. Pull it back up if he gets up. Look, he's trying to jump, but he's controlling himself. Sit. Yes, Nobu. Nobu, sit. Yes, wait. Ah! He's so obsessed with the bowl. I should have probably started with a treat, but that's okay. Yes. Ah. Okay. Good boy. Okay, so what I did there is he controlled himself a little bit when it was going down and he was going for it. He brought himself back. So the next time that he had enough self-control to look at me and break his focus on the bowl, which is a lot for this little piglet. It takes a lot of self-control. I gave him the release word. So it's not about the release word making it all the way down to the ground in the beginning. It's about trying to keep him with you mentally as much as we possibly can. And obviously, if my goal was to get it all the way down to the ground, maybe after 100 tries I would get that, but it would be like 1 in every 100 because mentally he'd be so on the bowl still. Okay, should we get you another treat? Try again. So this time I'm gonna try to say okay a little bit later, but it just depends on the dog. Like there's some dogs that I can like do this with in like 2 tries. And others who are so food obsessed just have a really hard time. Like you. Sit. But this like constant need to be like obsessing over food. I mean, I love that he loves his food. Yes. But It's causing like resource guarding issues among the other dogs. So this is the first step in curbing that. Wait. Ah. Sit. Yes, I'm going to reward him. He's really trying to have self-control and look at me. I can tell. Okay. Good boy. I'm really proud of him. He's really getting it. Okay. We'll break up this one treat at a time because you're so cute and you deserve all the treats in the world because you're so cute. Maybe I'll just get like 2 pieces off of this. Okay. Sit. Yes. Wait. Ah. Okay. Good boy. I was gonna say good boy Oso, then good boy Grizzly. It gets confusing when there's so many of you. My sister says that I have the Brady Bunch now of dogs. Are you the Brady Bunch? Are they sitting? Good. Wait. So the whole time I'm trying to shift his focus up to me. Yes. Wait. Okay. Good boy. He's really looking at me. I'm so proud. Oh, you're so good. I love you so much. Okay. Oh, off. Sit. Yes. Nope. Nobu, sit. Yes, wait. Ah! So close, I should have said it right there. Sit. Yes, wait. Okay. Good boy. Oh, you're so cute and good. Yes, you are. Mwah. Okay. Good boy. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I love you.